One of the most intriguing phenomena in psychology is the priming effect, a process where exposure to one stimulus subtly shapes how we think, feel, or act later, often without our conscious awareness. Every day we're immersed in an ocean of information. It's constant, overwhelming, and often imperceptible, yet it has a quiet power over us. So much of what we believe, feel, and decide is influenced by things we don't even notice. An ad in the background, the phrasing of a headline, or even the color of a website. This is priming in action, a psychological domino effect where seemingly small inputs nudge our responses in ways that can be surprisingly profound. Even physical sensations can prime us. In one study, people holding a warm cup of coffee judged others as more friendly and generous than those holding an iced coffee. A simple feeling of warmth shaped their social perceptions. Every detail, no matter how trivial, leaves a mark on our minds. These unnoticed influences are constant, subtle ripples that shape how we see the world and how we act in it. In the age of algorithms, priming isn't just occasional, it's constant. Every website you visit, every video you watch, and every search you make leaves a subtle imprint on your mind. These individual moments might seem trivial, but together they shape your thoughts, decisions, and even your mood. In 1963, meteorologist Edward Lorenz discovered something extraordinary. While simulating weather patterns, a rounding error as small as 0.0001 completely altered the outcome of his model. This became known as the butterfly effect, the idea that a butterfly flapping its wings in Brazil could set off a tornado in Texas. Now consider this in the context of our digital world. Every click, share, or scroll is a tiny action, but it sends ripples far beyond the moment. Algorithms amplify these ripples, turning small behaviors into feedback loops that shape the content you see, the ideas you engage with, and even the beliefs you hold. Every day, algorithms decide what you see, what posts appear on your feed, what videos get recommended, and which ads follow you around. They don't just suggest, they shape. These algorithms are designed with a singular goal: to keep you engaged. Your attention is their currency, and they've mastered the art of holding it. But algorithms don't know what's good for you. They aren't concerned with your well-being, growth, or understanding of the world. Their mission is simple: maximize your time on the platform. They use thousands of small nudges, content that reinforces your existing beliefs, headlines that provoke outrage, and notifications timed to perfection. Together, these nudges shape your habits, your worldview, and even your sense of self. The more time you spend online, the deeper those ripples go. And over time, the line between who you are and what the algorithm has shaped you to become begins to blur. In the mid-20th century, psychologist B.F. Skinner conducted a series of experiments that revealed a profound truth about behavior. Rewards shape actions. In his famous Skinner box, animals like pigeons and rats were placed in controlled environments where they could press a lever to receive food. But here's where it gets fascinating. Skinner discovered that the timing and unpredictability of these rewards had a profound effect on behavior. When rewards were given consistently, every time the lever was pressed, the animals quickly lost interest once the food stopped appearing. But when rewards were delivered unpredictably, sometimes after one press, sometimes after 5, sometimes not at all, the animals became obsessed. This variable reinforcement created anticipation, making the animals press the lever compulsively, chasing that next unpredictable reward. Fast forward to today, and the Skinner box isn't a physical cage. It's in your pocket. Every time you unlock your phone, scroll through a feed, or refresh an app, you're pulling the lever, searching for the next hit of novelty. Every like, comment, or notification acts as a micro reward. But it's more than that. It's the promise that something new, exciting, or distracting might be just a swipe away. What makes this cycle so powerful is the blend of dopamine and anticipation. Dopamine, often referred to as the brain's reward chemical, doesn't just spike when you get the reward, it surges when you anticipate it. That's why you keep scrolling, even when there's nothing particularly engaging to see. It's the pursuit of novelty, the hope that the next video, headline, or post will be the one that distracts you from boredom or reality. Over time, this cycle doesn't just affect how often you engage with your devices, it changes why. You may start reaching for your phone out of habit rather than purpose, swiping through apps without even realizing it. Your behavior isn't just influenced, it's being rewired. Like Skinner's pigeons, we become trapped in a cycle, but instead of chasing food, we're chasing fleeting moments of novelty and satisfaction. The world we experience is increasingly filtered through a screen. From the moment we wake up to the last moments before we fall asleep, we're tethered to our devices, scrolling, clicking, consuming. But while the time we spend online grows, something else is quietly slipping away. Every hour spent staring at a screen is an hour we're not spending in the real world, an hour we're not reflecting, observing, or simply being. Think about the last time you sat in complete silence with no distractions, no notifications, no content to consume, no algorithms directing your attention. The more we consume, the less we question. The more we scroll, the harder it becomes to stop. Over time, these patterns solidify, and we become reactive rather than reflective. We live in a time of unprecedented access to information, yet we struggle to focus. We're more connected than ever, but we're lonelier. We have endless tools for self-expression, yet we feel like cogs in a machine, churning out content into an endless stream. So here's the question. Why do you reach for your phone? Is it boredom? Curiosity? A need for connection? Understanding your motivations is the first step to reclaiming control. When we become conscious of our relationship with technology, we can navigate it with intention instead of letting it unconsciously guide us. The butterfly effect reminds us that small actions can lead to big consequences. In the digital age, this truth has never been more relevant. Every click, every scroll, every choice, no matter how insignificant it seems, has the power to shape not just the online world, but your mind itself. This video is a ripple. A butterfly flapped its wings the moment you hit play. Where it leads next is entirely up to you.